Hi, today we're gonna make roasted balsamic Brussels sprouts. And this is a great side dish for Thanksgiving. It's a great side dish for any holiday. It's great for dinner parties or luncheons or even just a casual dinner at home with your family. And this recipe is oil-free. It is also SOS-free, salt, oil, sugar-free, if you omit the salt. And in my opinion, you really don't need the salt because the other flavors really pop, like the balsamic vinegar and the tahini. So let's get started. The ingredients you'll need are Brussels sprouts, and I used fresh instead of frozen because fresh tastes better when you're roasting them. And you'll also need tahini, balsamic vinegar, garlic, mustard, salt, that's optional, and you'll need water. So here's our already prepped Brussels sprouts and marinade. To get to this point, you're going to want to first wash your Brussels sprouts really well and peel off any outer layers that might be dirty or kind of not too pretty looking. Then you're going to chop off the stem on the end, and you're going to cut your Brussels sprouts in half as shown here. Now for the marinade, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of tahini, 1 tablespoon of water, 2.5 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar, 1 to 2 cloves of garlic, or the equivalent of minced garlic, half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, and you can add a little bit of salt if interested, but again, this is optional. Next, you're gonna add your Brussels sprouts to the marinade and mix it really well and get everything nicely coated. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees and let your Brussels sprouts sit in the marinade until the oven reaches temperature. Get your baking pan ready and put down your silpmat or parchment paper to prevent sticking. Notice that we're not using oil, as oil is completely unnecessary. The oven has reached temperature and it's now time to put the Brussels sprouts into the oven, and you're going to bake for about 30 to 40 minutes if you've halved the Brussels sprouts. If you leave them whole, of course, you're going to bake them longer, and if you cut them into quarters, you'll bake them less. But 30 to 40 minutes should be good, and I ended up baking mine for 35 minutes. This is optional, but you can add some balsamic vinegar at the end right before serving, just to get that extra pop of balsamic flavor. And here's your finished product. You have a healthy and delicious side dish. Thank you so much for watching, and happy plant eating.